West Alabama resident Wes York was a pharmaceutical sales rep for 7 years before deciding he wanted to pursue his true passion, selling houses. And after 6 years of long hours, hard work, and barely any sleep, it has all finally paid off for him. York was featured in the Wall Street Journal for making Real Trends Inc.'s list of the top 250 real estate agents in the United States. WVUA's Courtney Highfield has more.
Out of hundreds of thousands of real estate agents across the United States, Wes York, a realtor from right here in Tuscaloosa, made it on the list of the top 250.
I actually had no idea that I would even qualify for this list. There was only 2 agents in the state of Alabama that was on this entire list. So most of these people were in bigger cities and bigger markets where there was more properties and more listings and more closings and more people.
York says what sets him apart from the rest is something he learned at a very young age.
I've watched my parents work really, really hard my entire life, so a work ethic is something that I saw. They really instilled that in me, so I feel like the work ethic is something that really makes me a little bit different than some of the other agents that are out there.
And to be successful means sometimes making sacrifices.
I have a 4-year-old daughter and my wife. I'm gone almost every single Saturday. I leave before they wake up most every morning. I get home at 7 or 8 o'clock every single night. And we drive separate cars to church on Sundays most days, because when I walk out of church, we're going in separate directions.
But his family has stayed by his side every step of the way.
This is a business that's kind of cutthroat, and you kind of have to stick together. So not only do we stick together as a family, but we look at it as this is our family business.
If it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be able to do what I do every day because of the support that she gives me. That's for sure.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Courtney Highfield, WVUA News.
Well, you've been outside. It's very hot all across West Alabama, but here's something that will give people chills: snakes. Wildlife and agricultural officials are reporting many more snake sightings this summer. Tuscaloosa County Extension Agent Neil Hargel says snakes are being spotted in larger numbers throughout Tuscaloosa County and in several West Alabama cities. Hargel says the warm weather is causing the snakes to follow their food, and the trail may lead straight to your house.
The dry weather is causing the rodents to run in, mice and stuff like that to go in. They might get in your house. The snake's looking for a food source, which they like to eat mice and small rodents. They look for that food source, and that's what's bringing them into the house.
Hargel said one way to help keep snakes out of your yard is to spray snake repellent. It can be found at home supply stores. Police have arrested a North Alabama middle school band director and his son on charges related to child pornography. Madison police say Discovery Middle School band director John Nash was arrested Thursday for failing to report that his 24-year-old son, John Bradley Nash, was in an inappropriate relationship with a 15-year-old student. Police say John Nash knew about the relationship, and by not reporting it, he broke the law. Police say a search of Bradley Nash's computer exposed obscene images of minors. School officials say the band director has been put on leave. Well, can't put down your BlackBerry or iPhone even though you're off the clock? Well, you're not alone. Americans put in about a month and a half of overtime a year by answering calls and emails after hours. That's OT with no pay. Allison Kosick is in the New York Stock Exchange with details.
Work doesn't end when you walk out the door. A new survey from Good Technology, that's a mobile security firm, found we're putting in an extra 45 days a year and not getting paid for it. The problem is that 80% of people keep working even after they've left the office, and it's no wonder. Between smartphones, iPads, and tablet computers, it's easy to stay connected. Some people keep working to stay organized. Others say they don't have a choice because their customers demand quick responses. And some workers are just addicted. They can't turn their devices off. They check them when they're out with family and even at the dinner table. But families are getting used to this growing trend. Many people say their significant others aren't upset with them when they work while they're off the clock. The recession could be a factor. Over the past few years, companies slashed jobs, and now they're squeezing more out of the remaining workers. But Good Technology has a different take. The group says the connectivity enhances work-life balance because people can get things done wherever they are, so they can leave work early and answer emails while watching their child play baseball. I'm Allison Kosick in New York.